Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today's our topic is difference between micro and macroeconomics. So first of all, you should know that micro means small whereas macro means large. So the first difference is that the microeconomics studies economic relationships or economic problems at the level of an individual, means an individual firm, an individual household or an individual consumer. When economic problems or economic issues are studied considering small economic units like an individual consumer or an individual producer, we are referring to microeconomics. At the level of an individual economic unit, maybe it's a producer or a consumer, the basic economic problem is the problem of choice related to allocation of scarce resources to alternative uses. So, what is microeconomics? So, macroeconomics studies economic relationships or economic problems at the level of the economy as a whole. So, you can see the difference between micro and macroeconomics. In macroeconomics, you can see the economic problems at the level of an individual, while in macroeconomics, you can see the economic problems at the level of the economy as a whole. So the second difference between micro and macroeconomics is that microeconomics is basically concerned with the determination of output and price for an individual firm or industry. Okay, whereas macroeconomics is basically concerned with determination of aggregate. Aggregate means total, aggregate output and general price level in the economy as a whole. So macroeconomic begins with the study of macroeconomic variables such as aggregate demand and aggregate supply. It analyzes the how equilibrium level of output is struck, where aggregate demand is equals to aggregate supply. So the third difference between micro and macroeconomics is that microeconomics is the study of microeconomics assumes that macro variables remain constant. Example, it is assumed that aggregate output is given while we are studying determination of output and price of an individual firm and industry. So microeconomics basically studies how prices of goods and services are determined in the commodity market and how prices of factors of production are determined in the factor market. Theories that explain market price determination are called price theories. These are other vital components of microeconomics. Whereas macroeconomics is study of macroeconomics assumes that micro variables remains constant. Example, it is assumed that distribution of income remains constant when we are studying the level of output in the economy. So I hope you understand